Hello, I'm Ivan Blake, the senior pastor of the Fletcher Seventh-day Adventist Church in North Carolina. Quite a while ago, there was a court case in which an accused person was in the dock for murdering someone else. In this case, it seemed like he was guilty, but there was no corpse found. So the defense lawyer, in addressing the jury, came up with a trick. It seemed to the lawyer that the accused would be convicted. So he came up with this trick. Addressing the jury, he said, "Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to prove to you that this man is innocent. And the way I'm going to do that is," and he looked at his watch and he said, "Within 1 minute, the person presumed dead will walk through that door of the courthouse." And with that, the attorney turned his head, and all the jurors, kind of stunned, kind of amazed and in anticipation, all turned their heads towards the door. For 1 minute, there was silence in the courtroom, anticipating the door opening and the presumed dead walking in. Well, after a minute was over, nothing happened. That's when the attorney went back to the jury and said, "Ladies and gentlemen, I made that statement up. The reason why I did that is that I wanted to show you how that you actually doubt that this man is guilty. For you all looked to the door. So because you have reasonable doubt, expecting that maybe that presumed dead person would walk through the door, you had doubt. So I invite you, I urge you to pronounce this man innocent based on your reasonable doubt." Well, the jury went into deliberation, and after just a brief period of time, they came back with their result, with their verdict. And the verdict was guilty. The accused stood guilty. Well, the lawyer was dumbfounded, and he said to them, "How's that possible? I saw all of you turn your heads and look at the door. You expected something to happen because you doubted." That's when the foreman of the jury addressed the attorney and said, "It is true that we all turned our heads to look. But the guilty one did not turn his head and look at the door. He knew he was guilty and need not look at the door." Well, guilt is something that we struggle with sometimes, don't we? And guilt is really a good thing, basically. Well, we know that some people have brought on themselves such a hardened attitude towards doing wrong that they have destroyed all feelings of guilt. But generally speaking, we are made as human beings with an inborn realization that when we do something wrong, it is wrong. And the guilt feelings come to convince us of that. That is healthy. In fact, those guilt feelings, when acted upon in the proper way, bring us peace and health, physical, mental, and emotional, and spiritual health. That is why God invites us in 1 John 1 verse 9, saying, "Confess all your sins to the Lord, because He is faithful and just to forgive you and to cleanse you of all your wrongdoing." God knows that when we acknowledge our wrong and when we confess it and make it right, and we verbalize our guilt, then accepting His forgiveness, that we are far happier people. I hope you will not walk around with a burden of guilt on your mind, that you will unload it because Jesus died bearing all our guilt. Let's take Him up on that. Let's own up to what we've done wrong. And let's walk free in peace. Thank you for watching.